Good morning. Hello. I thought because hello Mark, brought us breakfast, I thought I'd use one of Shannon's timers. I will share her channel soon. As you could see, it was a timer for the cookie wars we had like 2 weeks ago. But I thought this is better suited. Yeah, James also says perfect intro for the morning. So let's have breakfast together. Yay! This is a cool start into the stream, I think. Yeah, so how is everyone? Mark is up quite early, I see, and already taking care of us. Very good. I'm also in quite a good mood. Everything went smoothly this morning. No kids in a bad mood. Everyone was fine. And I got a nice card for us. Justice card. And I thought of balance here because we had yesterday, I think with the Hermit card, we talked a bit about boundaries and stuff. And I think with justice, we can think about is there a balance between giving and receiving, maybe with other people? Are we giving too much, maybe, and receiving not enough? I think James had this nice, what was it like? When your hands are full, you cannot receive or stuff like that. So this is also something we can consider. And are we also just in regarding to ourselves? Are we maybe too harsh on ourselves, or are we doing enough? So think about all those things. Just as the card associated with the Libra. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, makes sense. Definitely. And yeah, so in regards to writing, it's also what can we give now, for instance, for our project, or how can we also, yeah, in regards with other people, in relation to the Hermit card, make the space for our projects, that we don't give too much to other people so that nothing is left for ourselves, for our own projects. Sometimes it's good to say no. It's a reminder for myself. And yeah, so that we have enough space for ourselves, for our projects, and maybe have another look at those things in our lives, how much space we have for ourselves. Shay's here. Hello. Crawling into bed. Yeah, do that and have a nice sleep, nice dreams. Cool Gamer is here. Hello. Amy is here. Good morning. We have breakfast. Mark brought us breakfast or midnight snack. The just ice card for when you aren't hungry, but would still enjoy. Yeah, it just fills the cracks. I thought I would use as the first timer, inspired by Mark, this one, my cupcake timer. Actually, I really could eat something like a cupcake. I'm impressed with Mark's message. Yeah, we have to put it up on screen again. Good morning, friends. About to arrive. Please help yourselves on some essentials I brought. Don't be shy. Yeah, I think I will take the cake or the cupcake. So here we go. Oh, wait. Yeah, we're all getting hungry now. Enjoy the first 20 minutes. Have fun. Okie dokie. That was our warm-up sprint. How did everybody do? Let me first say hi to Alpha, who's here. Hello, hello. So good to see you. I think you were in, was it Author and Sophie's stream last time I saw you? Last week, maybe? I don't remember. One stream I saw you, and then you subscribed to my new channel. So thank you for that. I lost my old channel in case you don't know. So yeah, here we are again, and I'm so happy to see you again. I hope you're doing great. Oh, you just did lawn mowing. Doing something in the real world is also great, not just something in our heads, imagining stuff. So yeah, it's a good balance. I went back to my book, Getting into Character, to look now. I finished, I would say, the character work, going in depth about my characters and mannerisms and traits. And now I want to have a look at the dialogues in my manuscript to make them more exciting and of more energy. And subtexting is a great technique to make dialogue more realistic, you know, because in real life we use a lot of subtext when we talk to each other. So yeah, I'm just rereading what subtexting is about and how you can achieve that, for which dialogues it's good and for which it's not. Sometimes the true honesty is also, of course, very important. But the more you use subtexting, then those dialogues where people suddenly speak their truth, you know, become so much more powerful. So I love that idea to create this kind of energy. You'll see. James told us a bit about what he's doing right now. Oh yeah, RP roleplay games and roleplay game music videos are great. I know my son loves those music videos and likes to blast music. And okay, his music videos are more like about Minecraft, you know. But there are some out there he also enjoys, and it's not metal, I would say. It's more, but it's always this emotional, powerful music. And so yeah, I totally get that. I also love music videos for TV shows or movies who also create such emotions. And so yeah. And Mark also loves RPGs and metal. The combination is so great. Oh yeah, and I asked because James is kind of going through his notes, sorting everything, and that's why I asked if he uses a system for that to yeah, make everything more available in the moment. So that's why I think personal management systems are great, like this app Obsidian I'm using also for my writing. I can only recommend using an app like that because, for instance, I have my character sheets, I have each scene on an extra note, and I also have a German and an English version for each scene, and you can connect everything through just links. You find everything so easy. You don't have like one folder or several subfolders, and then you have to click and look for instance, your character sheet. If you want to look at it quickly while you're writing a scene, you can just have links to the character sheet on each scene template, for instance. It's just one example, but I think it's way easier. It's more according to how you think, you know, you can create this space so that you can just click on links and then you have information available to you more easily. I think I love it. That's why I'm always like, have you considered? um, uh, I'm more comfortable using my Microsoft cloud-based accounts. Searching for information actually encouraged me to make new connections. Exactly, this connection thing. That's the why I think it's so much more similar to our way of thinking. We connect dots in our brains, and then you have just folder structures like the usual structure we have on PCs and stuff. It's not similar to how we think, and those like systems, it doesn't have to be Obsidian. There are other ways out there to do this that link stuff so that, like on the internet, when you click on a link, you get somewhere. It's way more, uh, it's better. And what I also love about Obsidian is that, what's it called again? Markdown, that it's based on Markdown. So every text program can read the files, You even if Obsidian wouldn't exist anymore, like this app, you still have your everything ready and you can just use another Markdown reading program. Yeah. So I love that very much. You can see me when I don't comment. No, I think you were somewhere and did comment. I cannot see you when you're not commenting. So yeah, don't you worry about that. And I saw that you subscribed to my channel, but I think I also saw you in the comment section of this stream, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I think it was Friday, or maybe it must be. I don't know if you watched Author and Sophie's stream on Friday. Mark to Emmy. As I peeked into some of the streams I missed, I saw a question about what kind of about what kind of inner dragon we would have. Oh yeah, this was such a nice question. Mine would be small yet powerful and nocturnal in nature. Being crystalline, half transparent, it would be a master in being unseen, but also occasionally lighting up in vivid awe. That's so cool. Oh yeah, I think Emmy has to create, or we all have our Pokemons, like our inner dragon, and we need to visualize them a bit. I don't want to say that Emmy has to do this, but it's so cool to hear about our inner dragons. Ooh, YouTube keeps unsubbing me from channels. Maybe I have too many. Or, like in my case, my channel was deleted. And then you found me again, maybe? Mark, it is amazing. Everyone is so imaginative. Makes my brain box work. Yeah. I also have, it's so cute to picture all our inner dragons. Yes, that's the book. Brandon Collins getting into character. Yes, I'm tired again this morning. I need coffee. I made myself actually a cappuccino. I thought because we have breakfast together, thank you, we can all also indulge a bit, or I can indulge a bit in a cappuccino. A prismatic owl. Yeah, cool. I love it. So, oh, the next sprint is already started. Let me set it up. 25 more minutes. Yeah, it wasn't just my channel, true. Mama Maggie, I think she said she had more insights into this whole TikTok timers mess. And she said there were like little church channels who had meetings with and used those timers, and homeschooling channels. So there were, and several AuthorTube channels as well. I found one because I googled it. I thought maybe the TikTok countdown timer scandal, but I didn't find really any information. So, but I just found another AuthorTuber who also lost their channel and tried to get it back, but I think it didn't. Try to reason with YouTube on Twitter. That's why I found some information on her, but I don't think she got her channel back because YouTube said everything TikTok content timers did was the complaints were correct, and yeah, that's I think yeah. Okay, but I got my channel back. Oh no, I got a new channel, and it's okay. And I have my own timers like this one. So let's just jump into the next sprint and enjoy 25 more minutes of writing time. Okie dokie. This was sprint number 2. How did everybody do? I have a scene template that I use where in the beginning of my note, so I have for each scene, I create a new note, a new file, so to say. And always on top of this file, I have little reminders of what for me is important to write a good scene, And I don't, while I'm writing, I don't always go up there and think about it and try to. So this would be too difficult for me. But now that I'm in this kind of editing state, I always go through each scene now, or that's what I want to do next, and really look at the scene again. Where's the conflict? Can you really see the conflict here? Because I think conflict makes the scene more exciting when you really feel several characters in conflict with each other. But I also have like senses. How is the reader? Can he feel into the scene? Like what do we hear and what do we smell? Stuff like that. So little reminders and show don't tell, stuff like that for myself, which I find important for a good scene. So I added some things about dialogue to my scene template so that I always know, okay, did I actually think about subtexting while writing this dialogue, or could I make it more exciting with the help of subtexting? This would just be one example of that. Hello, good morning, Sylvia. How are you? I hope you're doing great. Welcome. I can go back up to Mark's first comment. He brought a lot of breakfast stuff for us. So if you wanna indulge yourself and get something from our breakfast table, you're very welcome. Yeah. What else? Oh yeah, we talked about. Yeah, it wasn't such a happy conversation in the chat about how big platforms. I wasn't only thinking about YouTube, but also like Instagram, for instance, is also a platform, or TikTok, where a lot of really, really creative people come together and do lots of cool stuff, really fun things. And they all do this for free, it's that's what we get told. Yeah, that this is marketing, and then you can kind of sell something. I don't know, for instance, with my streams I could bring people to buy my books, I don't know. So but usually that's what people get told, or other creators just love to share. Of course, it's not always about money, but love to share stuff they created. Like, for instance, my girls share their art that they created on Instagram. And what I find not, what I find is not so good is, for once, it's the platforms like Instagram, for instance, earn a lot of money with ads and want people to look, by with the help of those creators who share their content and for free. And the platform earns a lot of money, and they don't get anything, any reward, except for thumbs up and stuff like that. And I think that's not right. And the other problem is, as you could see with my channel, for instance, the platform can just delete everything, it's not really your stuff anymore. They can just delete it, and then everything is gone from one day to the other. And I think there must be a way to make this more better for the users of those platforms, or the creators in those platforms, that they more easily get little rewards. I mean, it doesn't have to be because of the number of people there. You could so easily create a system where people earn money, you know, I think, if the platforms are interested in that. But they're obviously not, and people share freely. So yeah, that's just what I've been thinking about, that this, or that's also one reason why I stream. Yes, I love to connect and I get something out of that as well. So that's okay, totally fine for me as well with the timers. I love to do them for all of you, and it doesn't take that much time. But I don't want to really create videos. Like, I could do videos where I share some more about writing techniques. I don't know. I could do stuff like, or I did. I had a channel before where I shared stuff about minimalism and stuff like that, and it took a lot of time. And back then, you could get money from day one, I think. So didn't matter how many subscribers you had. It depended on how many people watched your videos, and then you could somehow earn money. I don't know how it really worked, but I even, yeah, like I wrote before, I got like 25 euro over 1 year. I don't know. So I'm just thinking, this is at least something, you know, because our world, our society where we live depends on money. We need money. So I think it would be only fair for people to receive something for their hard work from those platforms, you know, because they earn a lot of money. Otherwise, they wouldn't be here. And I think it would also help, like James said, if people get some money, they are way more motivated to share and think of things how to make it even better, so more people watch it, you know. So yeah, those are my thoughts on that. I guess YouTube, for instance, changed this, that you only can earn or monetize your videos when you have at least 1,000 subscribers, maybe because it was too complicated. I mean, just think of it, when you have millions of YouTubers and even you have to give them, like, but they only would have to pay maybe, I think it was like with Amazon, for instance, it's like when you earn like 25 euros, only then you will get the money. You know, you have to reach a certain amount of monies, then only then will you get it paid. So I don't know. Yeah. I love writing tips on videos. Yes, I think so. And there are a lot of out there. It's not that there is a lack of any of those videos, but I think, like I said, if you look at the author tubers out there, I'm thinking of Writing Violet, for instance, most of them have under 1,000 subscribers. And they, if you just look at their channels, how many hours of work this is. It's just amazing. And they don't get, I don't know, we have to talk to Violet about this, but I don't think she gets anything for all this work from YouTube. So let me have a look. Yeah, she's at 402 subscribers and has 157 videos. And it's just not fair, I think. Really not fair. Especially for creatives who are struggling with earning money, because everyone thinks, yeah, you can do this for free for me. It's not worth the money. I don't know. That makes me angry and sad. I love writing tips on videos. Yes, editing takes a lot of time, but maybe that's how I found you. Oh, what are you working on? Oh, yes. Share. Share freely. What are you working on, James and Marcus? And I'm very curious about a chapter template. Yeah, I can. Yeah, it's difficult to share that one. Ah, I see. Post more videos, get followers, then get paid for the videos, earn it a bit. There's Violet. Speaking of the devil. Yeah, we were just talking about how difficult it is to earn any money on YouTube and how much work you have to put in until you, for instance, reach 1,000 subscribers, and you then only then you can start monetizing your videos. And I used your channel as an example, that you have 400 and a bit subscribers and already 152 videos, and that's so much work and time, and your videos are great. All this work you put in there, and YouTube gets the money. I mean, maybe I'm wrong about but that's the last I've heard that we have to reach 1,000 subscribers. So correct me if I'm wrong on that. But nevertheless, that's why it's so important to focus on what is very important to yourself for you. Like for me, it's writing novels. So I do what is important for myself and don't yeah waste time on things that don't get you anything in the end, or really balance it, it, like I said, it's not always about the money. I mean, this would also be bad, but always think about what do you get from doing things, and does it make you feel really good, for instance. And like my streams, I get a lot of my streams, I can connect with you, and I also sit here and actually work. Yeah, and that's the thing. You have to think about, is it worth it? Yes, when you get all those friends and have cool connection and motivation to write. That's why AuthorTube is such a great place. It is. I just think it's not fair. I think everyone on AuthorTube deserves a bit from YouTube, a bit of money for all their work and the stuff they do. Um, Sorry, to be honest, if I ever lost my mind and produced videos, I have to see the personal connections as my payment, not dollars cheaper than therapy. Yeah, it's not all bad about this. I think, like I said, we have the connections. Alpha, I sub to the channels on your channel too. Ah, cool. Yeah, I had been putting together a writing tip playlist for smaller channels too. Ooh, nice. I think this is for Violet. And James, of course, doing it for connections, risk encounters with trolls. Not too much of an issue with also too, but typology channels get, oh yeah. But I think trolls usually are a problem for the bigger channels, not so much for the smaller channels. So that's a good thing about not having too many subscribers. Okay, let me set up our longer sprint, 40 minutes. Enjoy. Woohoo! We did it! 40-minute sprint is over. How did everybody do? I continued reading, so I'm done with subtexting. Now I'm thinking, I think I will read through the rest of the book, make some notes, and then start my editing process, which will be me going through each scene of the manuscript. I have my notes from when I first read through the manuscript. Then I have my character notes, which I already put into this the scene sheets. So while I was thinking again of about my characters, I had several ideas how I could show this in different scenes, and so I already put my notes in there, and we'll have to really bring this into the text. And then I will also look at the dialogues and other stuff I get some ideas about maybe when I finish this book again. So it's all what else will come up. It's quite nicely written in the introduction. Yeah, how you can show more of emotions. That's, I think, also something I always struggle with. So if I want to show how someone is feeling right in that moment, I always come back to the same cliches, you know. So I hope I will get some more ideas how to do that. Then emotion memory, we just talked about it with Alpha here in the chat. This will also be a part of the last, I think, the last chapter. So, for instance, one example would be a murderer. If you want to write a thriller or something, and you, from the perspective of a murderer, you probably never have murdered anyone in your life, but how can you convey murderers' emotions? You have to go into yourself. For instance, when it's about rage, you have to kind of go down there. What is the motive for this murderer right now and his desires or whatever? You go really deep. What emotions are there? And then you go into your own emotional memory. At some point in your life, for instance, you will have felt rage. Yeah. If this was the reason why the murder happens. So you can go there and connect this to your own emotional memory and draw from that when you write it, you know, so that it's, and the same goes for the readers then. They can go there to this place and, of course, connect to the murderer and what emotions they're going through. So, yeah, this is something I will also reread. Like I said, I have read this book before, but it's always good to come back and remind myself of the tools we have as a writer to make everything a bit better and cooler. Hopefully, I will then be happy with what I have written after going through my manuscript again and able to send it out to people. I'm getting excited again. The last days was like, there's still so much work. But now I'm feeling more like, yeah, it's going to be cool. I like it. Mm, mm. Mm, yeah. Mm, yeah. So I don't know if the book is on Kindle. I first got the book as an ebook from Amazon. It wasn't really, maybe it was also just €3. I don't know. But I prefer having that's why I got it now in paperback form, because I can just focus better when I have it on paper and not reading on computer or iPhone. So, but I think it wasn't that expensive. I think that's why I got it in the first place. Um, yeah, memories of dissecting. Yeah, I don't, I don't really want to go there. Why did I choose murder as an example? But it's the most vivid. I mean, I hope no one, yeah, murdered anyone here. I hope so. We never know. James, considering how many murders we experience through TV, movies, books, it doesn't take a lot of. Yeah. But still, you don't want it to be too much on the surface. I mean, it's more exciting if you get really deep into the mind, of someone. That's what I love about writing and thinking about my characters. So if you can really connect on a deeper level. I mean, for instance, with my pirate novel, my antagonist is I really took some time to figure this person out, and yeah, it's also someone who's very, very violent, and I try to find the root of that. Why? I mean, how? So exploring those kinds of people and maybe even find reason. I think that's yeah, something exciting I like to do. That is a lot of fun, and especially when I really feel like, okay, I figured this person out now. This is very yeah, it feels very good for me. Ugh, I've never dissected. Oh wait. Ugh, yeah. Thinking back at school. Yeah. Mm. Mm, mm, yeah. Okay. Oh, I don't know if again Anne is not there. I hope she's not sick. I don't know. Because usually she should be streaming, but I don't think she is. Usually she comes to my stream and says hi first. Let me just have a quick look. I think even yesterday, her maybe she's sick or she has something else on her plate right now. So yeah, okay, so we can relax with a final sprint. Just have to find a timer for us. I don't want to sprint too long for the last sprint because I also got some stuff to do. How about we use the shower timer again? Let's all take a shower. But that was such a great idea from Ian. And I always, the whole day yesterday, I thought about procrastinating, which Ian mentioned yesterday that he tends to procrastinate for those who weren't there yesterday. And I think that's such a cool. I love English. I don't think in German this would be possible to describe something like that. Okay, but here we go. Let's jump into the. Yeah, maybe. I try to relate to murderers. There's something within me. Oh. Okay, here's our 10-minute shower timer. Enjoy. Okie dokie, that's the end of my stream. Thank you all so much for the nice comments in the chat. Now we can go out and continue to procrastinate a bit more, maybe. I used the last sprint to make a to-do list for the rest of my day. I will be back tomorrow. And yeah, I'm already looking forward to see you all again. Have a nice rest of the night and day. Bye bye, my friends.